I am back and better than ever. Are you really better than ever though? Probably not, but that's not important. Anyways guys, I am back and better than ever. I'm here, I'm finally filming again. I filmed an Okeechobee vlog, yes, I'm sure you guys have already seen that if my lazy self has posted it yet. But I haven't been filming because I've been so crazy busy once again. I know, no excuses. Some people literally daily vlog with 3 children, so no excuses, but I just needed to take a little bit of a break and I'm back. I will be making some changes to this channel, which I want to talk to you guys about real quick. So I'm going to be updating my channel banner, my icon, my end card, my intro, and I'm gonna start doing a new segment on my channel. I don't know how many days a week I'm gonna do it or how many days a month, but I am doing Wine Time with Sydney. How tragic would that have been if I would have dropped that? But yes, I am doing Wine Time with Sydney. I'm going to be cracking open a bottle of new wine. I can't decide if I want to like try a new type of wine with my wine time or if I just want to stick to the good old classic pink Moscato every week. We will see. But for now, let's crack open this bottle of pink Moscato and get into the story time. Do this. This story time is about the time I almost fought a club bouncer and got sent to jail in Florida. Alright, where do I begin with this lovely clusterfuck of a story? Well, to start out, we were in Tampa, Florida for a music festival. I'm not gonna name the music festival because I absolutely hate this music festival and I don't wanna bash anyone's company name, but I had a terrible time at this festival. But to be fair, the owner of this festival did make it up to me the next year and emailed me, got us VIP tickets for free. He made up for it. He understood completely how awful of a time I had, and I truly do appreciate him reaching out to me and doing that because I did have somewhat of a better time the second year that I did go. But if you guys are curious why I had such an awful time, I'm probably gonna do another story time on that. In fact, I definitely will do a story time on that at some point. Maybe I'll make that my next episode of Wine Time. But for now, we're talking about how I tried to fight a club bouncer. So back to that. So like I said, we're in Tampa, Florida. We were at this festival and we decided to go to one of the after parties that they were throwing after the festival, which was a disaster because by the time you got out of all of the traffic leaving this festival and got back to your hotel and got like yourself looking not like a dirty, nasty hobo, the after party was basically over. And I'm sorry, props to you guys if you went straight from the festival to the after party, but I'm not going into a club in festival clothes covered in dirt and sweat, you know? So we make it back to the hotel, I change my clothes, I put my makeup on real quick, and we get in the car and head down to this after party that is in downtown Tampa. I don't remember the venue it's at, but there was like 2 clubs right across from each other and we were at one of them. It literally looked like a hole in the wall club. It had like this cool underground kind of feel. So we finally get there and I was already worried about my ID being an issue at the door because I had previously had an issue with my ID at the door, at the gates at the music festival. I almost said the name of the festival. But like I said, I had already had an issue with my ID at the gates of this festival. So I was kind of nervous about using my ID, but I wasn't too worried because I had gotten it resolved with an officer at the gates. And before you're wondering, oh, Sydney was trying to use a fake ID and got caught. Pause, wrong, let me explain. In the state of Georgia, I don't know if they do it in other states. I haven't gotten a license in another state because I've lived in Georgia for the majority of my life. They give you paper temporary IDs at the DMV. They do not immediately give you a laminated copy. They give you a government issued paper temporary ID. Don't believe me? I'm gonna go find it and I'm gonna show you.
One eternity later.
Okay, blocking out my address, but here it is. Paper temporary, like it literally says right here. As a result of DDS will forward your information to the Office of Secretary of State. You should receive your permanent DLID card within 30 days of receiving this temporary. It literally says right there, this is what they give you at the DMV in the state of Georgia. So I had my paper temporary ID. Sorry, y'all, this story gets me so heated. Okay, we walk up to the club, there's no line, there's like maybe 3 people outside. As soon as I walk up to the door, this scrawny guy who I guess was supposed to be security is already having a power trip. This guy was walking out the door with a cup in his hand, and I see him going to put the drink in the trash can outside the door before he leaves. And this security guard straight up smacks the cup out of his hand and is like, "What did I tell you about bringing drinks outside of the club? I told you 3 times, you're done for the night, get out." This scrawny, Urkel-looking guy smacks this guy's drink out of his hand as it's en route to the trash can and is like, "I told you," and kicks him out for the night. For the night, literally said he was done, you're kicked out, you're like, literally made him leave. So I'm already seeing that this guy's on a power trip and I'm like, oh boy. Here we freaking go. I know this is not gonna be good. So I come walking up like, and he immediately takes the ID out of my hand and goes, "Are you freaking kidding me?" And turns around and walks into the club. And I'm like, oh boy, here we go. So it's been like maybe 5 minutes. I'm like, okay, is he coming back with my ID? Is he gonna address the situation? Did he just leave and go on break? Like, what's going on? And he finally comes back with my ID in hand and his manager. His manager gets in my face and says, "Whose ID is this? Do you honestly think that I'm a freaking moron?" Well, yeah, because you think that my ID is a paper copy, and it's not. Oh, gosh. She then proceeds to tell me that it is a paper copy and that I'm an idiot for thinking that that was going to work. I then say, unfold my ID, read it, it says that it's government issued. And she goes to rip my ID in half. I'm like, hell no. So I snatch it out of her hand and I'm like, you know what? It's not even worth it at this point. And even if it was a paper copy, it's still me. So I'm pretty upset at this point. I really wanted to see the artist that was playing. I'm not gonna say, because I know you guys are like detectives. You guys will figure it out if I tell you who's playing. But I really wanted to see who's playing. But there was literally only like 30 minutes left of the show at this point because like I had said before, the traffic was horrendous. So I look at my boyfriend and I look at my friend and I'm like, you know what, let's just go back to the hotel, we'll chill. It's fine, we gotta get up early to go home tomorrow anyways. Let's just go. So I had no problem leaving at this point without any conflict or any more conflict than that had already happened. But then, the scrawny, Urkel-looking mother effer decides to say as I walk away, "Yes, take your broke ass bitch self home."
Take your broke ass bitch self home.
What? I whip my head around so freaking fast, like, and I literally cock my arm back to punch this dude straight in the freaking mouth. And I don't know, by the grace of God, it was like it was perfectly planned. One of my friends comes running out of the club and was like, "No!" and dive bomb grabs me, pushes me back, and is like, "Sydney, you don't want to go to Florida jail." I was like, you know what? You're right. and I'm screaming, you got lucky, you got lucky. Y'all, when I get angry, I am so ratchet. But like, not just normal angry, like, it takes a lot for me to get super infuriated. I'm trying to freaking annihilate you angry. Like, that takes a lot. Like, I'm not gonna assassinate you over eating the last hot fudge sundae Pop-Tart. Like, it has to be something significant and extremely disrespectful, like this guy. So the whole way back to the car, I am yelling, screaming, causing a scene. I'm upset. Like I said before, I was gonna leave with no further conflict, but he had to go and say to take my broke ass self home. How does a paper ID make me a broke ass bitch? Please tell me, I would love to know. Like, I can't afford a laminated ID. Is that what he had in his head? Some kind of foreign concept that I just was too poor to have a laminated ID? Like, are you kidding? I get it. People in Florida apparently don't get paper temporary IDs, but I feel like if you work at a club and it's a high tourist rate club, you should know that other states get paper temporaries. You should know that other clubs and that other people in other states have different IDs if you're in a high tourist area. I just feel like that's something you should know. Y'all, I'm literally sweating telling this story. Like, I'm going out after I film this and I'm literally sweating. Ooh, I'm heated, literally. But yeah, guys, that was the story of how I almost fought a club bouncer and got sent to Florida jail. Yeah, how's that for your first wine time story time? I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had a blast filming it for you guys. I think I'm really gonna like this segment, and I hope that you guys are really gonna like it too, fingers crossed. Let me know in the comments down below if you like this new wine time segment. And the changes for my YouTube channel should be coming within the next month. Keep an eye out for that. You know, new icon, new end card, all that fun stuff. Just doing some, you know, maintenance. I feel like it's time to get a better intro, because that one's kind of like mediocre per se. But if you liked the video, please give it a big thumbs up. It would mean the world to me. Leave a comment down below letting me know what type of video you'd like to see from me next. I am always open to suggestions. If you haven't already, pretty please click that subscribe button down below to join the super awesome Good Vibes Tribe family. We are super awesome, super sweet, and I would love to have new members. And on that note, Good Vibes Tribe.